Hello again from MVCC Libraries. In this video, we're discussing how to do research for an argumentative or persuasive essay. We will discuss places to look when trying to choose a topic, how to find background information to help you develop your topic, and how to find sources to use in your final paper. Your instructor might give you some topics to choose from, or you may get to choose your topic completely on your own. If you're choosing your own topic, you can try browsing a topic list in one of the library's databases. Opposing viewpoints in context is particularly useful for argumentative essay topics. Try to find a topic that you are genuinely interested in and which will interest your instructor. They're the ones giving you a grade, so keep them entertained. Try to avoid topics that many other students are likely to choose. Once you have a general topic that you find interesting, it's time to find some background information about that topic. Background information is the kind of general overview of a topic that you get in an encyclopedia article. This can give you ideas for narrowing your topic, as well as helping you identify keywords related to your topic which you can use in later searching. Databases like Credo Reference, Gale eBooks, and CQ Researcher can be particularly useful for finding background information. Remember that library databases search for all of the words that you enter into the search box, so you'll get the best results by only searching for the key words related to your topic, rather than full sentences or long phrases. The library has several databases that are particularly helpful for researching argumentative essays. Many of these are from the Gale in Context collection. Depending on your topic, you might try Opposing Viewpoints in Context, Global Issues in Context, Science in Context, or U.S. or World History in Context. All of these databases look and function the same, but focus on different topics. Let's take another look at Opposing Viewpoints in Context. This database collects information about current, commonly researched social issues like prison reform, gun control, or universal basic income. As we saw earlier, when choosing a topic, you can browse a list of the major topics covered by this database. If you see something related to your topic in the list, you can click on that. You can also do a search in the main search bar up at the top. As you can see, like Google, this database tries to guess what you're looking for as you type and gives you suggestions. Sometimes this can give you further search ideas or help you spell difficult words. I'm going to go ahead and select this topic because it's exactly what I'm looking for. Opposing Viewpoints collects many different types of information about its topics and groups them really conveniently. At the top, there's usually an overview article, which is great for that background information that we just talked about. Underneath, we can see all kinds of information: academic journal articles, images, articles from magazines, articles from newspapers, videos, images, statistics. I particularly want to point out these things called viewpoints. These are essentially argumentative essays just like what you're being asked to produce. They present the author's view on the topic at hand supported by evidence. This database does a good job of presenting a variety of viewpoints on multiple sides of issues, so you can see how and why people disagree about a topic. These viewpoints can be helpful examples as you plan your paper, and can also be helpful sources for your paper depending on what types of sources your instructor requires. The list of related topics at the very bottom of the page can also be helpful. When I see a source on here that I want to read, I can click on it to view it. Once I'm in each source, I have options at the top to save to Google Drive or OneDrive, email the article to myself, download it, or print it. Take advantage of one of these options so that you can easily find all of your sources back later. There's also a citation tool built into this database. Be sure to compare the generated citation to a template or example from a style guide to edit any silly computer mistakes. Like Opposing Viewpoints, Points of View Reference Center collects information about current commonly researched social issues. You might find some of the same information about your topic here as in Opposing Viewpoints, but you're also likely to find information not available in Opposing Viewpoints, so it's worth checking both places. This database is maybe a little less pretty looking, but it works very much the same. A list of popular topics to browse at the bottom and a search bar at the top. Clicking on a particular topic gives you an overview article. Again, that background information that we talked about earlier. To the sides are links to further information. Over on the left, things are divided up by type of source, again, like we saw in opposing viewpoints. Points of view are those argumentative essays, basically, on different sides of the issue at hand. Magazine articles and newspaper articles about the topic, books, primary source documents, academic journals, all related to this topic. Over on the far right, you again have those options to save or print or cite this source. Remember to always save the source or its citation somewhere so you can easily find everything back later. It's very likely that you'll need to come back to this source later for some reason, so make it easy for yourself. CQ Researcher, one of the databases we mentioned earlier for finding background information, can also be a helpful place to search. It's particularly helpful for very current, very newsworthy topics. The Pro-Con section is particularly useful. You can find the Pro-Con topics under Browse Reports. CQ Researcher articles go back almost 30 years, so make sure to check the date before using one to make sure that it's relatively current. In this video, we've covered library resources for choosing an argumentative essay topic, finding background information, and searching for sources. Having questions and needing help are normal parts of the research process, so here's how to get more help and information while you work. For links to the resources mentioned in this video, check out the library's How to Find Sources for Argumentative Essays and Speeches research guide at mbcc.libguides.com/persuasive. To get help from a librarian with your research, check out the Contact Us page on the library's website, mbcc.edu/library. To book a session with a writing tutor to talk about your paper, visit the Learning Commons website at mbcc.edu/learning-commons. We hope you found this video tutorial helpful. To get more research help and to keep up with what's new around the library, subscribe to the library's YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram. Happy researching!